My computer has started to shut down randomly. Could it be the fan? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Here's the question we got. For some reason, my computer randomly shuts down a lot. It's been happening more and more. It started around the start of summer. It usually shut down for no reason. Yesterday it said over temperature. This shutting down thing is annoying. When I'm trying to do work, I lose it all and the computer shuts down. I asked my cousin and he said that it could be my fan. I haven't checked yet. I'm going to ask you first. Is it my fan or is it another problem? Yes, maybe. We're not sure. But that over temperature message, that's a clue. And the fan is definitely a possibility. But first, we need to talk about dust bunnies. For those that might not be familiar with the term, dust bunnies are clumps of dust and debris that form in and around computers, furniture, and other areas that aren't cleaned regularly. But here's the dirty secret. Dust bunnies can kill computers. As you've noted, your computer has at least one fan and possibly more. The computer's components generate heat, and the purpose of the fan is to keep the computer cooler by pushing the warm air out and pulling cooler air in. The problem is that pulling air in can also pull in dust and dirt and corgi fur. The buildup accumulates into clumps and coatings that, left unchecked, eventually block the vents through which the air is supposed to move. This can happen both outside your computer where it might be visible or inside where it's not. The result is that your fans might be running, but they can't do their job because the airflow is blocked by the accumulation of dust. In fact, the fan motors themselves can even add more heat to the mix. As a result, when things get too hot, your computer overheats and crashes. This might not happen all the time, but when your computer is working hard and generating extra heat, well, then that's when it's most likely to crash. As you might imagine, the solution's pretty clear. Keep the area around your computer clean and clear and periodically check for buildups of dust and dirt in and around your computer. More specifically, make sure that there's room around your computer, particularly around the vents for the air to flow. That might mean moving your computer away from objects that block airflow. If you can, put your computer in a cooler part of the room or near a natural flow of air. Vacuum around your computer regularly, particularly behind it. How often? That's going to depend on how quickly dust is accumulated in your specific situation. If you're seeing clumps, as we showed you a moment ago, you've probably waited too long. Now, if you're already in that covered with dust bunnies stage, shut down and unplug your computer, open the case, and then use a can of compressed air to carefully blow the dust out of your computer. Pay attention to the location of the fans and any accumulations of dust and dirt around them. You might want a vacuum running nearby to capture the dust as it flies out of your machine. Now, in the past, I've recommended carefully using a brush attachment on your vacuum cleaner and directly vacuuming the interior of your computer. I don't recommend that anymore. The problem is that the movement of air around a large electrical device, such as a vacuum cleaner, often generates static electricity. If this discharges in the wrong place at the wrong time, it could actually damage your computer. You'll be safer with that can of compressed air and the vacuum nearby, but not in contact with your computer. A small battery-powered vacuum specifically designed for cleaning your computer, they're safe to use, but I find that they are often underpowered. To get back to your question, yes, it could be the fan. While you have your computer open and after you've cleaned it, plug it in again and make sure that the fans are actually running. They could have been damaged by getting clogged with dirt. If so, they will need to be replaced. Dust bunnies aren't cute. They're killer bunnies. Dust and dirt inside a machine can be easy to overlook. I've personally seen some amazingly overlooked computers in my day. The good news is that it's an easy thing to stay on top of, and it's worth it. There are enough other things that can go wrong. We don't need killer dust bunnies to add to our problems. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/42183. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.